So anyway, saw the other ex, and then I go back to Isabel's, and this bitch comes in the, I post a story, I'm like, oh no, so then my buddy Alfredo comes with another ex of mine, and this is the worst one. This girl broke my heart 2 years ago. I fucking went through therapy for 3 months because of this chick. And like, she keeps hitting on me, she's all nervous around me and shit. This girl broke my heart, but obviously, I'm fit now, because before I was vegan, I was 104 pounds, right? I was like anorexic, bro, I was tiny. And I was way less money, way less clout, right? Now I'm a multi-millionaire with a fuck ton of clout and I'm in better shape and I got all these bitches, right? So of course, my 28-year-old, what do you even call it? 28 BMI ex-girlfriend wants to try to get back with me. She's a little nervous around me and shit. And I'm just ignoring her, right? And then all these girls around me. I'm starting making, so that girl I approached the street, I brought her in the club, I'm making out with her. I walked in like 20 chicks to the club, right? Like off the street, like I saw my guest list, just like 20 hot blonde girls just walked in. Like it's pretty interesting. So just by walking in hot girls and getting them on the guest list. Not only did that, I get paid for that too. Which you know what's funny? I haven't ever sent Isabel's an invoice, right? I've been hosting them for a couple of years. I've never sent them an invoice. And I just sent one, and it's like $4,000. I was like, shit. Like I just was doing it without like charging them or anything, but like they technically owe me money, so I just sent an invoice, right? But it didn't even occur to me that I get paid for every girl that walks in, right? I just kind of do it to do it. But then it all adds up over time, right? And I was like, shit, right? Like all these girls that I had on guest list last night, because I brought like 30 girls myself last night, right? So anyway, that girl kind of fucks off, and then that Christian girl that I saw earlier in the night walks in the table and starts, because I posted a story, I'm like, why the fuck are my exes here? Leave me alone, right? And then she replies to it saying LOL, so I block her. So then she comes to my table and trying to like talk to me, and I'm just ignoring her, talking to another girl that was fucking, dude, you know how many girls that was at the booth last night that I've had sex with? It's fucking retarded. So many girls. It's like a bunch of exes, but also like a bunch of girls I fucked, which I have great relationships with all of them. Great relationship with all those girls, right? But the exes are exes for a reason, obviously, right? You know, some exes I'm on good terms with. I show up at the restaurant, I actually have a good relationship with her. Araya, the girl's there, I have a good relationship with her. I just don't want to see them out in public, because I don't want to see them like getting drunk and sucking some dude's dick. That would piss me off, you know? And she comes in the booth and I'm ignoring her, so she gets upset and then she starts talking to him in the ear. Right, what was she saying to you?
She wanted to know what because you came up to me and said that's my ex, right?
Oh yeah. She's like, what was he saying? Yeah. I think she's probably a bit drunk. She's like, ah! She wants to get back with me, dude. Right?
I just left.
Yeah, dude, she wants to get back with me. I dumped this bitch. She fell deep in love with me. I'm the first guy she ever fell in love with. I'm also the first guy who ever jizzed in her, right? But she just didn't, she was hot, but like, she wasn't the right girl. She acts like holy and Christian, but she's like not, you know? And she was like a very judgmental girl. I have no beef with her, dude. I just thought she was like an annoying girl. And then she came up to me and apologized a couple weeks ago at Cabana Pool Bar. And she had a quote on her lips, like herpes. I mean, she's been running around sucking dudes' dicks. I'm like, ugh, gross. You know, it's like, dude, I'll talk to her and I'll let her back in my life as long as she hasn't sucked anyone else's dick. But if you want to be a whore, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? These girls but imagine this, dude. I broke up with that girl 6 months ago. I broke up with 6 months ago, too. I broke up with 2.5 fucking years ago. These bitches just want to be back. Isn't that crazy? Let me ask you this. So like, in my version of reality, it's like, oh my God, leave me the fuck alone. It's like, I just feel like I'm harassed by the past. You know what I mean? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Okay? But what's it in their reality?
They can't stop thinking about me.
They can't stop thinking about me. Right? Why?
Despite their emotions.
No other guy was able to make them feel the emotions they felt. No other guy's been able to make them feel that feeling that they felt with me. And they want to feel that feeling again. Do you understand that? Do you guys understand that? I'm not interested though. I'm just not interested, right? And the other thing is, do women increase in value or decline in value as time goes on? Well, it depends on their age. 23 is the peak for a woman, more or less, right? And then at like 28, it honestly depends on the woman. Depends how much they take care of themselves, their health and nutrition, if they're into personal development. Same with men, dude. If you're you could be 25 and a fat fuck and a fucking loser and broke, or you can be 25 and, you know, have a BMW and a good career, you make 6 figures and you're in good shape and you're socially calibrated. Does it make sense? Right? You can be, dude, I know guys who are like in mid-40s who are tearing up pussy, just dominating on every level, right? And it's like, Luis is 36, dude. He's fucking jacked as fuck. Dude, his testosterone level is like over 1,000, literally. Yeah, he's fucking like next level, dude. All natural, you know? He's a millionaire. He's a monster on every level, dude, right? So it just depends on the person, but definitely for most women, most people, you know, they decline as they go on. At least as a man, if you work on your shit and work on your path and purpose, you actually can age like fine wine. Most women don't. They're limited by their biology. You know, they reach their 30s, you know? So obviously my ex who's 28 from a couple of years ago, like she knows, you know, she's hoping to get outgoing back. She knows she had it good. Dude, I moved her in here and I had her a parking spot. This girl's a dumb whore, right? The guy she told me not to worry about, I should have worried about, you know what I mean? Oops, you live and you learn, right? I actually owe a lot of my success to her, right? Because I was so embarrassed that I got duped by some fucking little piglet. I was so embarrassed. It just forced me to level up, right? So that's kind of what I was doing last night. And guess what? I still did my hair approaches. I still stayed out till 4 in the fucking morning. Dude, it was crazy. You know, it was fucking wild. Dude, I'm talking to I don't know if you guys saw me talking to that blonde girl, and she's in front of her boyfriend. You guys missed this. This girl's like playing with her hair. She goes up to Luis, she's like, oh my God. You know what's funny? I was telling Luis, I'm like, yo, Luis, this is kind of fucked up. You used to make content like 7, 8 years ago. So now all these girls were like teenagers watching in high school. They're all like hot girls in their 20s, and they all want to fuck you. Like, this is kind of fucked up. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, think about it. You were doing content in like 2016, 2017. That was your peak of your social media audience, right? So imagine this, if a girl's like 14 back then, now they're 21, and they're partying in Vegas. And then they come meet you at 21 years old. It's their 21st birthday. And they're like, oh my God, you're a catch cheater, right? And right then, this girl comes up to me. She's like, oh my God, Luis, I used to watch you in 2017. I'm like, how old are you? She's like 21. I'm like, oh, shoot, so you're watching him when you were 14. I'm like, Luis, this is like what I just called out. Like, this is fucked up. What the fuck? It wasn't intentional, obviously, right? But it's this is how social media works. It's like, imagine, Luis is pointing out, imagine if you, grew up watching like fucking like Nickelodeon, you see Ariana Grande, and then you end up fucking her. I know a guy that fucked Ariana Grande. He's a Australian influencer, and it was before Ariana Grande was like super big. Right? And imagine this, he gets to brag for the rest of his life that he fucked Ariana Grande. Like before they were both super, like he made it to like a level, like small level fame. She made it to like huge fame, right? But back then they were kind of the same level, right? Anyway, so imagine that though, right? So it's like the girls are like, oh my God, I'm 22 now. Oh my God, it's Luis Picardo. Oh my God, I used to watch a show, back in the day. Oh my God, he's so hot, I want to fuck him, right? He's wearing a $200,000 chain, he's all jacked, right? Does it make sense? Anyway, it's just a whole different thing. But it's interesting how this stuff works, right? But anyways, this girl comes up to me. She's like, oh my God, Justin, you're my first promoter I met in Toronto. I have no idea who this girl is. She's a hot blonde. She's with her boyfriend. And dude, she literally shoves her boyfriend away and comes to take a picture with me and Luis. And I'm like, what the fuck? And me, Luis, and Michael are just looking at each other like, what the fuck? You guys saw that shit, right? Wait, you guys saw this, right?
Yeah.
You were there, right? Yeah. Dude, and I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, and she was just doing all this subtle shit to disrespect her boyfriend. Yo, Luis! I want Luis to come break this shit down. He really broke it down even funnier. Yo, let's talk about that girl who's like disrespecting her boyfriend.
I was traumatized by the boyfriend.
That was hilarious. Yo, sit down, let's talk about it.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. He's just like,
I know, like, I was
you guys saw?
Dude, at one point, Luis and Michael were like, man, your boyfriend's such a player. He probably cheats on you, fucks all these. And she has this look like, oh my God, like I'm so embarrassed. Because she's embarrassed because she knows her boyfriend would never be able to cheat on her. He's a fucking loser. He's around us and he's just like submissive to us, right? And she's seeing her boyfriend, and this guy's like 6'3". He's not a bad looking guy. He's a good looking white dude, but he's just submissive to 3 other men. Like it's just a beta,
You
right?
guys know like there's like the lover provider dynamic. You guys heard of that? Yeah, he was just definitely on the like. I don't even think he's a provider.
So the lover is the fuck boy, the coke dealer, the club promoter, the douchebag, the weed dealer, the guy she told you not to worry about. He's just my friend, but he's like the mega fuck boy. He's just pumping her on the low. You know what I'm saying? And then the provider is like the beta order, simp, the driver.
Who's gonna take care of her bills? She knows like there's short-term mating strategies, there's long-term mating strategies, and they think like, oh yeah, long-term this guy like, well I've been ran through by the whole city. Now it's time for me to like really settle down and find someone who's gonna not leave me or not cheat on me. And at least I can look at this guy and think he won't cheat on me.